Right, we are on the final straight of NAMM now, as this is day 3. And what better place to start than on the ESP and LTD booth.
Absolutely.
Jeff here is going to take us through what's new. There's a ton of guitars on this cool wall here. So let's just go up and down and tell us what you got, Jeff.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. And what I really want to start with is this 400 series, okay? So, you know, we know, and everybody who's paid attention to anything in the whole world knows, affordability is an issue right now. And it always has been. You always want to have guitars that meet every level of guitar player, from the highest end of professional to the working guy to the hobbyist in the bedroom, whatever it is. These 400 series allow us to bring out a guitar. All of them have something in common. EMG 81, 85 pickup set.
Classic.
Tried and true. Everyone knows what they're going to get from them. They've got rosewood fingerboards, so it's not like it's Jatoba or any other wood. These are really, really great guitars. And features like, you know, a quilt maple top on this thing. The prices of all the 400 series are very affordable, and we brought them out this year, and I want to say 5 different shapes. We've got the EC. We've got a relatively new shape. It may look familiar, but it is actually new. This is the TH400.
Nice.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, again, man, EMG pickup set, a rosewood fingerboard, available in charcoal metallic and scarlet metallic. Oh yeah, and I love the black binding on there, doesn't it? It classes it up. Oh, and roasted maple. I mean,
it's a 3-piece neck.
It's just cool, man, you know?
A little carve on the back there.
Exactly, with a nice body cut, very comfortable. 400 series continues. We have both an M, very similar, and an MH. Look at these bad boys.
That's a nice top, that.
Yeah, absolutely. Again,
set through neck on this one, right?
yeah, it's got set through. The M is bolt on, just like the classic M shape. Flat top body, bolt on.
When these haven't had, or 400 series hasn't had EMG pickups on it for a
No,
long
no,
time,
they have not. They absolutely have not. And,
Right.
you know, there was this big gap, I think, between the 200
Yeah, 'cause you had to go to
range
1000
and
series,
jumping
didn't
straight
you?
to the
Yeah,
thousands.
yeah.
Now we've got this mid-range thing, and I think it's going to be great for a lot of players out there. We also did a 400 series in the Arrow as well. And again, available both in the scarlet.
That's so cool.
That's a great shape.
That's a good color, that. What is that color? That's
Scarlet metallic.
scarlet metallic.
Yeah,
it's
man.
It's way, I think when you said scarlet, I was expecting something much redder.
It's a little bit more burgundy, isn't it?
So it's like a rusty kind of,
Pretty
yeah,
cool,
I
man.
like it. Yeah, I like
no,
it.
you could go do full metal on this with no apologies.
Lee,
man.
there you go, full metal.
Even the blood won't show up with it. On the, that's pretty cool.
It's a metal dad blues riff.
Yeah, man,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
My own personal genre of metal dad.
Dad metal.
So I want to also bring up the fact that we do have some more 1000 series LTD deluxe guitars this year,
Yep.
and I think this is one area where ESP, you got to get back to your roots from time to time. And one of the things that we were known for early on were more extreme shapes that aren't just a single cut, aren't just a super strat, whatever you want to call them. So the Arrow 1000 now available in this beautiful pearl white finish. The RS 1000, that's the random star. And very few people are doing jazz gigs on this. This is a
Wedding gigs, you know.
well, somebody's wedding, you know. I want to go to that wedding. But yeah, man, these are metal machines, and
So I noticed that the Star has EMGs and the Arrow has
the Fishmans. Yeah, we really try and tailor a lot of these to who we feel the customer's going to be. And with the case of the guy with the RS 1000, this is an aggressive player playing, you know, extreme music.
Yeah,
you know, whether it's
I feel like that EMG set has gone from being the set that all the metal guys used first time round.
Yep.
So almost like it kind of became unfashionable to have and now lots and lots of artists just going, I'm just going back.
Like Skinny Jeans comes back, don't they?
Yeah, man. And you know what happens? It's funny because it's just like any other, and I don't want to say a trend, but people like listen to music and then they find the music that their dads and their uncles listen to. It's like, well, what was that guitar? You know, it's got the EMGs in it. Another shape that we've really brought back. Okay, well, you've got. Might as well look at this guy. I mean, it's Granite Sparkle, MH1000 NT.
It looks great.
Yeah, this isn't for a shy guitar player. This is somebody who wants to be seen, wants to have that light hitting him on the stage, him or her.
Oh, the neck and everything, all the way up the neck. And then, oh, look at that.
Yeah, man, it's the whole thing.
That looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is.
You pull that off, Lee. What's the Floyd on there? Is that 1,000 or 1,500?
That is actually, it is a Floyd Rose SE, which means we've upgraded it to the stainless steel screws on there.
See, I was looking at the screws and can see that that's a good upgrade, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the nice thing about it, obviously, these are for pro players, and these are guys who are taking them out on the road.
Yeah.
You know, you want something that's going to be ultra reliable and very consistent in its performance over the course of time.
That's amazing.
The XJ2,
That's a good shape as well.
you know, we've done the XJ1 previously, a single pickup model. Now we've made it into a
What kind
two
of series
pickup.
does that fall into then? We've sort of been talking about 400 and 1,000 series. Is this sort of more
This
like a
is
1,000
1,000 series.
Right,
Anything
okay.
that is a LTD Deluxe would basically be in the 1,000 series. Yeah, absolutely. Fishman, so it's got the voice selection.
yeah.
You got it. You got it. Roasted maple on the neck. And surprising amount of guys looking for the metal world with these offset guitar shapes. Again, looking to stand out, looking to do something that's a little bit,
a bit
different
different,
on their own.
Yeah.
Back up here, before we get to signatures, I want to talk about one more up here on top. That is the NV 1000. So again, looking for much more of an aggressive, powerful looking shape. It's one that we had a lot of customers saying we want to bring that back, and
I like
there
the
it
bound
is.
neck.
Yeah, man. Yeah, full binding on the neck.
It's just a straight up simple V, isn't it?
You got it.
Rather than all the slightly, no details.
No.
But the bound neck gives it that. You're seeing this a bit. We're calling them like tuxedo guitars. You know,
Little
sort of
bit.
black guitar with the white.
Well, you like the
trim.
contrast. Yeah, you like the
it looks
contrast
good.
on there.
I like where the jack socket is on your V's and your shapes. It's
on the
such a
underside.
great place up there because it's just
You don't-
not hanging out in the middle. And
There's too much, especially with the V, of you potentially stepping on it. You don't
Yeah.
necessarily want to have to loop it through the strap. You
Yeah.
guys get it. You
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
understand. You want to talk a little bit about signature guitars?
Absolutely.
All right.
can we just talk about this one with this?
Absolutely,
huggy
man.
headstock?
Well,
Absolutely
it's a
love
great
that.
place
That
to start.
Caught
And-
my eye.
And
Even sitting being a bit.
I'll tell you
none
something.
was in there.
Well, the cool thing about this is a George Lynch, believe it or not, this is a kamikaze guitar. And you're like, where's the graphics?
Yeah, that was.
Not everybody wants a fully decorated guitar.
He's the only ESP artist that uses like the hockey stick.
That's right.
Headstock.
He's
isn't he?
the hockey stick headstock. There are other less polite names for the headstock, but we won't talk about those. But yeah, I mean, but this is a 200 series guitar, you know. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
So
that
this
looks more expensive. Than
it
a
does.
200
It's the
series
GL
guitar.
200K for K for Kamikaze. And again, man, you know, you got a guy who has been tremendously influential over generations and generations of guitar players. George actually picked this up when we were doing our demo stuff. He absolutely loved this thing, and he brought up the point that when he was a kid at this price point, the guitars were egg slicers, as people would call it, with the action that far off the thing, and you're bloody by the time you finish your first three chords.
Yeah.
But this is fantastic, man. And if somebody who's a technical shred guy, he's going to have a great time on
This
this.
has got. I only got a bit of.
Yeah.
So simple.
I'm
right?
pleased because I think George Lynch is up there with all the sort of the
too.
guitar greats of
Absolutely.
that sort of 80s, 90s era. But I would never buy a George Lynch guitar because of the tiger. Like I think that's more of a fanboy kind of finish. But I'd buy it in black because it just looks like a great guitar.
It just is a cool guitar. I mean, this is just a great straightforward, straight up metal guitar.
Yeah. So cool.
I want
I
to
love that
skip.
headstock, man. I love that headstock.
I know it's so distinctive, man. It just you see it a mile away.
Yeah.
I want to point out our buddy Steph Carpenter. Let me jump up to here. Same SC607 baritone, just a new colorway on this, but it's got the magenta with the gold hardware. And Steph's interesting proclivity to throw in a middle pickup that he, according to him, never uses, but he likes the way it looks there. I'm not kidding. And
Not vain at all.
what a great guy, though, and what a great year that Deftones has had
I
recently.
wonder how because a lot of players that have like a two humbucker kind of guitar avoid the middle one because they say it gets in the way of where they pick. But I wonder where he picks. Maybe he picks more up here, or maybe he just doesn't. Maybe it just doesn't get in the
Steph
way.
is a big texture guy, but he also does a lot of palm muty, chunky type stuff as well. And of course, they've just had a fantastic year as well. Speaking of color finishes, new satin black finish for the Mick Thompson Slipknot MT1.
He made an appearance around about now on last year's
That's
NAMM
right.
video.
Right.
Are you expecting him today?
A
or?
completely unplanned appearance,
Yeah,
I
no,
should
That's
add.
great, wasn't it?
You know, in terms of who we're expecting, we never know who's going to walk in the door at ESP at any given time.
Yeah.
So
that was because I'd
You're like, whoa.
Well, I'd only ever met him before when he wasn't in character.
Yeah.
And obviously this was the first time I met him. He's a very different personality. Like it's not just the look. He kind of switches and becomes this Slipknot guy. and you have to, and it's almost like he talks to you differently. It's a bit like, okay.
You know what? It's what you said. I mean, I think that there's an aspect, and I don't care if it's Kiss or whoever else. When you have this big stage persona, and it involves the masks or the makeup or whatever it is, it does allow you to get into that other personality, I think, and it is it's distinct. I had the same impression.
But it must be nice to just go down and do shopping. And then nobody recognizes you.
I agree.
And you've got to cut you completely just with the trolley.
It must be nice to put your mask on.
Oh yeah, but you can do that, you know.
Well, you get some discounts that way. I think. Let's talk a little bit more some stuff. Up top, I want to start up there. So that is a brand new signature model from an artist who had not been a signature artist for us before. That is for Jack Simmons of Slaughter to Prevail. They are an extreme metal band.
Right.
And this is based again on the NV shape, but it's a neck through body, 7-string baritone. It's got the Fishman Open Core Classic on there, and it's got that really meaty all brass hip shot, a high mass bridge.
You have to sort of almost step back to realize it's a baritone, don't you? But yeah, the extra wide 7-string.
That's right.
It's like that is a big guitar.
It is a big guitar.
You could do some damage with that, couldn't you?
Well, you
can. A lot of 7-string baritones. I mean, I'm not. I know there's a lot of baritones this year. But we've seen a lot of baritone guitars actually. But
I suppose you want the extended. I mean, you see a lot of 7 strings where maybe it's I don't know. I guess we'd need to look at the spec of what is the scale length of that, because
it's
there's
a 27-inch scale.
So it's longer than because you get a few scale length 7 strings that go at like 26
and a half, and that type of thing. No, it's a full 27-inch baritone.
26, 17.
And to answer your question, again, if you're consistently playing in C sharp, drop B. I mean, that's a guitar that can absolutely handle it, and you don't have any problems with string tension. You don't have the floppy, strings and that stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go down the list here. Next up, we have 2 guitars. I've got one up front, and this is one here that we've introduced for Alexi Laiho of Children of Bodom. And this was a coordinated effort we made along with Alexi's family. Obviously, he was a close friend of a lot of us at ESP. Yeah. And we didn't want to see a situation where this guy, who has been one of the most influential guitar players, certainly of the last 25, 30 years, obviously is no longer with us. We felt it was great to have something to continue his legacy so that there'd be plenty of people still be able to get into his signature models. One thing you'll note on this guitar, I mean, it's the EMG HD, which is the passive EMG on there. Got the Floyd Special on there, but it's also our first LTD Alexi Signature Series that has the scallop fingerboard.
Oh yeah, it does.
It sure does, from I think 19 to 24 there. Yeah. Take it down, man. It looks. I mean,
no,
it is.
I was just thinking. I wonder, is it those inlays must be.
Check it out.
Presumably they put the inlay in and then scallop it.
Check it out. You'll know for yourself right now.
It's just, yeah.
I like the inlays.
So there, because the inlay gets kind of.
That's right,
doesn't it? So it's a thick inlay, and then they scoop it, and then that's basically what's left of it.
They work the magic, man.
Who knows?
I mean,
Cool.
I just stay out of their way. So, also speaking of highly anticipated guitars, we're finally here with the JD1, the Joe Duplantier Gojira signature model here. And Lee, I want you to actually take a feel of this. It is a very special, this is the first use of this bridge and tailpiece. Put your hand on there and just see how amazingly comfortable that is. So if you know Gojira's music and you know Joe's playing style, tons of very palm muting, very percussive stuff, and a lot of pick slides.
It's almost like those saddles have been just hand sort of rubbed off to sort of be like
it
super
feels
smooth.
like you're basically flush with the guitar almost when you're playing it. It is so amazingly comfortable. And this is actually an original shape. I mean, you guys already know that we do. I was about to say, we have other guitars that have been the kind of offset, but we did a custom thing for Joe here where the lower horn actually has a little bit of an edge on there.
Yeah.
And it looks cool.
Looks very cool.
Yeah, man.
A bit of
And
a sharper
now-
horn, isn't it?
I'm sorry?
Is it a sharper horn here as well?
A little bit.
Maybe it's just my...
No, you're right. You're right. It has a little bit of a tighter angle going down right there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Finally, another 200 series guitar for one of our legacy artists. This is the Jeff Hanneman JH200 CTM. And what can you say? I mean, guitars for Slayer. We wanted to have something that Slayer fans span so many age ranges and styles and whatnot. And we wanted to have, again, a more affordable model that young Slayer players who are coming up.
Slayer player.
Whose dad, Slayer player.
Slayer player.
Whose dads listen to Slayers, whose uncles listen to Slayer. Had a guitar that they can get with, again, the red star inlays,
love the
et
red
cetera,
star
et cetera.
inlays.
I must admit, I used to love that sort of pixelated camouflage.
Oh, yeah, the urban camo.
Yeah, I used to
man.
love
Urban
it. Cool.
camo.
Good
That's
stuff.
his
Cool
skin
colour on
in,
his
when he's
guitar.
playing Call of Duty.
You guys want to talk about some E2 models by
Yeah,
chance?
so just in case you're not familiar with the way ESP works, LTD will be the most affordable stuff. Take you up to kind of like a intermediate kind of price points, stuff like that. In the UK, 1500-ish is where LTD will stop. Then we move over to E2, where the production moves to Japan, but it's a catalog. So essentially, these aren't customizable. They're just what you see is what you get. And then when you go full ESP on the headstock, that's where you can do whatever you want to do, basically.
That's a lot of truth. I mean, the big thing is anything with ESP on the headstock is a handcrafted one-at-a-time guitar. E2 is made in Japan at the wholly owned ESP factory, okay? So they are factory-built guitars, but they are built in Japan by our luthiers over there. We're really happy to have a bunch of these new E2 models coming out right now. Huge demand for these guitars. This used to be called ESP Standard, Lee, and you remember that. And it was about 2013, I want to say, that we made it so that only the handcrafted guitars say ESP on there.
Yeah.
These became E2. That is a Andromeda satin finish. Actually looks different colors, and you can see from where you're
up there. Yeah,
you're
it's
like, oh, it's
orange on
purple.
it.
No, it's not.
Purple,
Oh, it's
blue.
blue.
The satin is nice.
Yeah, the satin's
I've
cool.
seen these kind of iridescent colors in gloss before, but I'm not sure I've seen a satin one before. It's really smart. It's got Terminator vibes.
I love that.
It's good.
By the time
like
you get to the E2 level, you're talking about some pretty premier level
Yes,
components.
you
So
are.
those are all Floyd Rose originals, for example. Let's take a look at the MV, which is the ESP Maverick shape. How many frets are on there, Lee?
Oh, wow. 28, 27, 27. Do you know what? This is always... when I started working in guitar stores, I remember Washburn had... I can't remember how many frets, but I think it literally just, the fretboard kind of kept on going down here. So that by the time you're down here, you're up to like, was it 36 frets they did, weren't they? And it was like, wow, like crackle finish.
Well, again, you're not going to have to, if you need to bend up from that high G, well, you've always got that option, man. But
It's nicely scalloped as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it is also scalloped as well. I mean, again, these are performance guitars. These are guys who
I always
have
think,
very considerations of what they need in a guitar for what they want to play.
I understand the naming convention.
Yeah.
But I almost feel in any other brand, if you were making a guitar at this quality,
It would just say ESP
you'd put
on there.
the flagship name on the headstock.
We are well aware of
yeah,
that. And look, it was a decision by our parent company is ESP Japan.
Yeah.
That was their call. And look, we understood that and why they wanted to keep the ESP limited to those handcrafted models.
I just mean for people watching to it's in any other brand, if the guitar was this good, it would have the full. So don't think that by buying E2 somehow you're not getting.
No, you're 100% right.
The most amazing guitar you could get.
Look, we're all conscious of things. We were talking about our shoes earlier, you know.
I'm not going to lift that down, but oh man, sorry, Jeff.
It's okay, dude. No, go ahead, man. Now we're in the realm of ESP Original Series, and these are not one-off guitars. These are available guitars that we make available to people. And every one of them handcrafted by the luthiers at the ESP Customs shop in Japan, in Tokyo. Outstanding paintwork.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
The best in terms of components and setup and everything else. They take a while to make, I mean.
So in the States, if you're doing ESP Custom Shop, are you always using the custom shop in LA?
Oh, no.
So some are made there and some are made in Japan?
No, it's actually not at all.
Oh, okay.
If there's anything that's an ESP custom, it is coming from Japan.
Right.
Now, across the room over there, we'll take a look at the ESP USA, which has some personalization options, some configurable aspects of finish and sometimes the top wood, the hardware color, that type of stuff. But for absolute fully custom work, that's 100% still comes from ESP Japan, just like it always has, So again, ESP Original Series, some beautiful colors that you won't see.
Yellow one is really
I like the yellow one too, dude. Actually, this kind of orangish one, kind of just looks like a race car down here.
Is that race? Yeah, it is a race, isn't it? Race orange.
Yeah. Yeah, so again, Andromeda finish, A lot of people would walk up and they're like, "Oh, you painted the bevels."
Black
no,
bevel, yeah.
but it's not.
From where
the
I'm
angles, isn't it?
standing, it's like a black top and a very light purple
Awesome.
sort of bevel, but it's not, is it? It's
No.
A blue. There's a blue bevel for eyes.
So cool.
And the top is purple. I love
And
that.
I always think as well, if
Stunning
your-
tops.
If your taste is more, I don't know, let's say you're looking at brands like Tom Anderson or Sir,
Yeah.
and I know it's
Yeah,
really difficult for you to make. It doesn't all have to be about like metal.
No.
You can go in with guitars like the M2s here,
Oh,
and these kinds of finishes.
We have guys doing, and I joked about jazz earlier. No, we have absolute fusion type players,
fusion, yeah.
progressive type players using exactly these guitars. It's not all just chunks and riffs and brutality. These are just people who.
That's your band, isn't it?
Yeah,
Chunks,
Chunks,
Chunks, Riffs, and Brutality.
That's actually what I felt like when I woke up this morning. But yeah, these are for really serious players, players who really need a high performance guitar.
Yeah.
It's an interesting paint finish. It's like almost like a
Cool, isn't it?
like a leaf or something.
Yeah.
Like a gold leaf, but obviously in blue.
That's the
This
idea.
again, look. I love this way.
Yeah,
the way that comes out and it's
deep
just,
dish.
Yeah.
Deep dish
Fits
jack.
around them. That's cool.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is what, again, a very serious player demands in a guitar. The neck feel, I mean, everything about it. It's meant to bring out your best as a guitarist,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
You want to chat about USA a little bit? Let's
Yeah,
go all the way
let's
over
do
there.
I love it all, man.
Now, again, we could talk about, so what these guys are,
Yeah, what's the thing they let
the
you-
Exhibition Limited Series.
Exhibition,
okay?
that's right.
So in this particular case, there's only one of each of these guitars. For most of the ESP Custom Shop, it's a customer who writes in and says, I want a guitar, I want it to be a single cut, I want it to have this and that. That is not true of these. These are the luthiers themselves who are allowed to create a small amount of guitars of their own dreams.
Yeah.
Okay.
So cool.
And frankly, I mean, everything on them. And he's looking right now. Look at the texture on the tailpiece and the bridge there. Those are all handcrafted. Every one of those things, it's just a work of art, okay? And it happens to also function as a fantastic, amazing guitar. But these are art pieces more than anything else.
The way this, if anybody's watching this, and hopefully Taylor will get a bit of a pan of the whole wall, as Jeff's saying, so every year ESP allow their luthiers to usually make one amazing guitar each.
Yep.
And they come to the NAMM show. It's called the Exhibition Series. If you see a guitar on this wall and you think, I must have that, that is the one that you would have to buy.
This is literally the one.
The one. And you're talking probably 25 grand and upwards.
He's
so,
right.
If you see one and you want it, call me.
Any one of these guitars, I promise you, is more valuable than the car I'll be driving home from this NAMM show.
Look at that.
I mean, that is incredible. With the looks like it's water bubbles.
Yeah,
on
I know. It's just, again, it's a work of art in the form of a musical instrument.
See, someone's taken a week just to make the scratch plate, haven't
Of course,
they?
of course.
I mean, it's just lunatic level.
I mean, take a look.
inlays.
Look at the tuners on this M2 right here. The herringbone pattern. And here, I'm going to show you something at the risk of dropping a ridiculously
Of having to
expensive
buy it.
instrument. But you've got those tuners, but then it matches the truss rod cover. It matches the texture on the pickup rings. Even the
immaculate.
component cover.
I'm getting like Game of Thrones vibes.
A little
for
bit,
something,
a little
for some
bit.
reason. But anyway,
Hoops and swords.
I don't know.
Look at the binding.
It's interesting because people, I know what the comment section will do. They'll all go, who's got 25 grand spent on a guitar? I
Lots of
guarantee
people.
every single year, every single one's sold.
They're gone.
It's gone. It's like, it's a very collectible thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. I
People
mean,
easily spend 25 grand on a watch.
Yeah.
well, people do that though. You know what I'm saying? If a person who's like their life is all about music and guitars and whatnot, to have this thing, and maybe they're a lawyer, maybe they're a doctor, maybe they're a corporate, person,
Retired, whatever.
whatever
Yeah.
the thing is, if that's their joy. I mean, people are going to spend that on a week at a ski vacation, Pete. So
Maybe they're a Danish YouTube sensation.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I bought 3 of these for myself. I've ordered them in. I've picked 3 of the normal here. That one, this one, and the one over there. That's what I'm taking home.
We always
with
do
me.
the same thing. We're always like, I want that one.
Yeah.
None of us
Yeah.
ever get them, but
Yeah.
that's what the one we would want.
What wood is that on this one? That's incredible. That whatever wood
I mean,
around that. And look at the sharpness of the carvings, man.
the amazing thing is they'll send us a specification so we can help write about these things.
Yeah.
They will be using wood types, and I've been doing this for decades and decades.
Yeah.
I'll be like, what is that? I've never heard. What do you mean Japanese horse chestnut? What is that?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So
That-
it's
look at that.
Every single one of these is. Do you know? Actually, this might be the.
Wow.
How do I say? I've seen exhibitions of it where the guitars are so crazy that I've almost gone. Even if I could afford it,
Right.
I'm not sure I'd really want that. I would say every single one of these, or at least 75% of these, if I had the money, I would want one.
look, we love it when they do their big, angel and devil
Exactly,
guitars
all
and
that
stuff
stuff.
like that.
Yeah.
But that's obviously going to hang on a wall somewhere.
Yeah.
Every one of these look like you could conceivably, with a strong insurance policy, go out and play them.
Which one? Comment below. Which one? I know.
Wedding gig on that one up there.
That would be mine. Which one would be
I would go
yours?
for that one as well.
So
That's
you
the
as
one
well.
that stood out to
Yeah.
me when I first walked in. So.
Yeah. What about you watching the video? Which one do you want? Comment below. You can't have it.
Oh, look at this.
Now
So
let's
this
talk.
is ESP USA.
We're here now at ESP USA, and a couple of things about this. Number one, you'll notice that, of course, they do have the ESP logo on the headstock. Why? Because they merit it. They're made by expert luthiers here in Southern California. They're made one at a time. Each one is a bit of a one-off, and like we talked about earlier, people can go on the ESP website, configure a guitar with their own finish and top woods and that type of stuff, and have us build that guitar for them specifically.
Is that's available to the international market or just
Absolutely.
US?
No,
It is.
it's
Okay,
available to the
cool.
international market. We work at these through our distributors, people like Sound Service in the UK, et cetera, et cetera. So, you'll notice we also this year came out with some limited edition models. Most of them are 1 of 10, 1 of 12, that type of thing, which is some really interesting work that's being done over there with some materials that we normally don't use. This is a Claro walnut top, but with a white open core back on this thing. They play great. They've got their own vibe.
Yeah.
There's also an aspect of things, at least here in this country, where some people really, really like a made in the USA instrument.
Yeah.
And we have that to offer for them. It's one great thing about ESP that, it's not all Japan, it's not all Asia, it's not all USA. We've got something for everyone around the world, So as you can see, we've got the benefit of
That is cool, isn't it?
a great paint shop at the USA.
Yeah, it
site.
looks it.
Yeah, that's the work of a guy named Ryan Dominguez, sometimes known online as Sponge Brick, and
Oh yeah, I follow him.
that's the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's our master painter, man, and comes out with some just fantastic things.
He does some amazing stuff.
You won't see it in LTD models. You won't see it in even other ESP models, and they're very individual and very unique, and definitely meant for the player. You know.
Fantastic.
Well, Jeff,
That's it.
thank you so much.
Absolutely, man.
That was a really good walkthrough.
Good,
You
good.
should do this for a living. Yeah.
I'm literally on NAMM show number 33 right now. I feel
That
like
was
I'm a
good.
zillion years old. So.
There you go, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. This is like one of these bits where they roll the credits at the end of the movie and then you get an extra bonus bit. But whilst we're on the ESP stand, there's also some ENGL product here. But there's nothing new being announced at the NAMM show. So by all means, look at a pretty ENGL amp here or a pretty ENGL amp here. This is was released at the back end of last year. So I suppose it would be the newest thing. But we talked about this at Guitar Summit, so it's not totally new. Anyway, that's it for ENGL so far. But if they do bring something new, we'll talk about it in another video soon. Bye.